Welcome to today's episode of r/unpopular opinion, created by Raunchy Reddits. We're a new channel, so please remember to like and subscribe. Kids under the age of 12 shouldn't have access to the internet. They have no reason to have access to internet. They will find information that will destroy their innocence. They will start being influenced by dickheads on the internet, e.g. Jake Paul, which will lead to a bunch of other problems. People should be buried vertically. Hear me out. Think of all the space we would save. I'm talking about doubling, possibly tripling the amount of dead people room in cemeteries. If capitalism isn't what sells you, think of the environment. Defaming a historical figure for their blatant racism is stupid. If you were around during the 19th century, you'd be just as racist as anyone else. So much stuff on the web these days about how so-and-so should deserve to have all of their accolades taken back because they were racist. No shit, they were racist. When slavery was common, racism was casual. It's just how things were. Despite how morally superior you think you are now, you would have been raised in a household where racist comments were normal, and you would have grown up with those same views. It's absurd to suggest that we start altering our history to speak only of the people who were purely good by today's standards. We would literally have zero founding fathers in history books if we were to stop honoring them because of their racist views at the time. Note, this post inspired by a Twitter rant about H.P. Lovecraft's overt racism. Who the fuck cares? Dude was a good writer, his views were a product of his time. Get over it. Orange juice with pulp is better than orange juice without pulp. I like the way the orange bits goes down my throat, and it gives me a sense that this juice hasn't been tinkered with as much as the other juice. For the other juice, the people making it have to sift through the goodness, and the juice is no longer in its natural form. The idea of biting into a juicy orange evokes memories from when I tried to sneak orange juice from the fridge when I was younger. And a bit of orange rind and bits makes the juice a lot more interesting, rather than just a regular liquid. Running as an adult should be socially accepted. I'm not talking about running sportively, I'm talking about running just to get somewhere faster. Why can't I do it without people judging me? I have the body condition and energy to do so, and I don't want to spend 15 minutes walking. Every time an adult is seen running, people automatically think that he is late, or that he is running from something dangerous, or that something is wrong in general. People are limited to walking. Edit, to people saying that I should just ignore the judgment because no one cares. I'm kinda known in this part of the city, since it's mainly a student's neighborhood, so yeah, people care. If Jews can forgive the Germans, then black Americans should be able to forgive white Americans. Why can the Jews forgive Germany and the Germans so much, but black Americans seem like they won't be letting go of the grudge, and are telling their children to carry the torch of that grudge to further generations? I'm Métis, so I hate myself and kind of get it, but it feels like it's ingrained culturally at this point and is more a point of racial pride instead of an actual gripe about the past. The body acceptance movement should be about height, not weight. You can control your weight, but you cannot control your height. If you have weight problems, you should try and help them. I can't tell you how to live your life, but you shouldn't accept something that could greatly shorten your life if you can use hard work and determination to solve it. I've learned to accept my height. I can't change it, so why stress about it? I can't change girls' preferences, so I just have to live with it because there's nothing I can do about it. Wait, that's a different story. I don't care if women want to breastfeed in public, it's natural and I see nothing wrong with it, but I am going to glance and even double take because boobs. They don't use sex in advertisement and exposed bodies of both male and female to attract views, potential customers, ad revenue, etc. because it doesn't get attention. Do you really think that almost 100 years of sex sells brainwashing that I'm not going to look at a pair of exposed breasts getting sucked on in public? Can we get real? The United States has zero business telling the Chinese not to eat dogs. We eat millions of cows each year, which the world's 900 million Hindus see as sacred. Right now, there is a petition on change.org with 325,000 signatures petitioning the U.S. government to strong-arm Chinese officials into banning the consumption of dog meat in China. In 2013, the US killed 33.2 million cows for food. India has banned the slaughter of cows in all but 3 of their states, with 966 million Hindus seeing the slaughter of cows as religiously forbidden. How would we feel if 966,000 Indian Hindus signed a petition to force our government to ban cheeseburgers? We need to mind our own business. If we should blame anyone for the lack of action on climate change, it should be Greenpeace. Because they killed the viability of nuclear power, the only power source that is clean and can produce enough power to meet our demands without needing to change much about the industry. Because of their crusade on GMOs, which would feed millions of people and reduce the amount of farmland we would need exponentially. Because their use of bullshit alarmist talking points has become common practice among environmental activists and has caused several people to become apathetic towards a very important issue. And because they are a bunch of twats whose publicity stunts irreversibly damaged a UNESCO heritage site and caused the deaths of millions because of their crusade against DDT. They personify everything wrong with the environmental movement. They have essentially killed every viable strategy we have to combat our impact on the environment in the eyes of the public and ruined the perception of the movement as a whole. They are the reason we aren't doing jack shit about climate change, because their anti-science activism has ruined the reputation of every technology that could yield the most results. Plastic bottled water in first world countries should be banned. Someone made me realize today that in the West we legitimately flush our toilets with water cleaner than 90% of the world, and yet we totally avoid drinking our tap water. So many people go out and buy like bulk packages of water bottles. Single-use water bottles should be banned. People should all have reusable bottles. I mean, in capital cities of Australia our tap water is perfectly safe, everywhere, even public bathrooms, so why wouldn't you just drink it? Avoiding tap water is a first world issue. I mean, countries like Bali have tap water that is riddled with Giardia and bulk E. coli, and here we are absolutely avoiding ours when it's perfectly safe mostly. Sorry Flint and parts of the USA. Edit. Wow, fuck, I didn't expect this to blow up. Kinda devo. My first huge post wasn't some funny meme. A lot of you make really good points that I totally didn't consider. I enjoyed this discussion, but some of you are also stupid and unnecessarily abusive. We hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe to our brand new channel for more great Reddit readings.